Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, not much happened since the last update. We still, in my interpretation, can only see three waves to the upside here of the 35,850 low that was made. So all options still on the table. Literally nothing here, nothing here happened. Yesterday the price dropped a little bit to 36,700. But all of that is not really noteworthy at all. No resistance broke, no support broke. It's all just moving here in a very, very tight range. Okay, so as always, I think towards the end of the weekly candle, we can look forward to some volatility. The market is very exciting at the moment, which is great to see. And I can only repeat what I said before, that we are basically here very close to the end of this wave one. But at the same time, I cannot confirm that the wave 2 has started. It's a bit too early. So we have a little bit of uncertainty here in the short term. But broadly speaking, we are in an uptrend still. Yeah, we have no signal that the uptrend is broken, but we have fulfilled all the minimum expectations for this move to the upside. Now, because we have fulfilled all the minimum requirements and expectations, the risk for a deeper pullback has increased. But the market hasn't given us any clear signals that it has started yet. There are signals that tell us, okay, it might have started, but then it's now we now need to see the next move. And we have this dotted trend line here that you can see that is sort of supporting the price in the current price region. And as long as that level is holding, I think at least the yellow wave count could lead to another extension higher into the region around $38,000 to $43,000. But below that trend line, that will become less likely. It's not only the trend line, there's also a Fibonacci level that basically this C wave would then get too long. Okay, so these are just the wave counts we discussed before, just different variations of wave one. So there's basically just one wave count, but different variations of the subwave structure. So the idea is that either wave 4 finished here on Friday, the 3rd of November, and then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with one more high to come to form wave 5 of 1. That will basically be taken out if we see a break below $35,900, so below the current wave 4 low, what I have labeled as blue wave 4. There is then still one more possibility how we could see an extension to the upside, how we could see that happen. That's in the yellow wave count. In the yellow count, wave 4 never finished. So basically this wave 4 here that I have marked as complete on the 3rd of November, never finished. Thing is, below the trend line, I don't see that as very likely anymore. The reason is that the move down would have been an A wave. The move up, a very high B wave, because it's only a 3-wave move. But normally a C wave would not extend beyond the 2.618 extension. Well, they can, but it's just where it gets very improbable. That means if we get a sustained break below that trend line, which is basically in line with a break below the 2.618 extension level, I'm talking always about a sustained break, okay? Then we basically have to take that yellow wave count out, or at least have to reduce the probabilities for it. And that would increase the probabilities for that white wave count. To be honest, they are all part of the white wave count. It's just, is the wave 5 already finished or not? That's what we don't know. I explained to you there are a few ways how you can, how someone in general can deal with this uncertainty. One way is just to hold a core position and just take some partial profits, because we're currently in a region where the risk of a deeper pullback increases, and it could be around 25 to 30%. Now, I'm not saying it will come down that low. Typically, when everybody expects a deep pullback, the market will just give us a shallow one. And if everybody expects just a shallow one, the market will give us a deep one. We don't know. I can only really highlight to you the parameters that are going to be important for that wave 2 pullback. So holding a core position while taking some partial profits is basically in my opinion, the best way to go about it. There's some short-term uncertainty at the moment, and we just need to see the next move of the market to determine how Bitcoin is likely going to move over the coming weeks. So further extensions, as I said, are possible, but obviously it's just the risk that has increased for a pullback. But there's no confirmation of that pullback yet. And I explained yesterday to you, I'm still leaning slightly towards another extension, just because this move to the upside looks a little bit incomplete. But taking the broader picture into account, the bigger picture, that pullback is due at some point. And I will use it to scale in and probably add positions. And the bull market seems strong above the 78.6 retracement, which is at $27,290. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.